Freak.
Thanks, Friv. We want to welcome TSM's Bjergsen and Amazing to the desk after a very solid win. Now, something I want to note right off the bat is how slowly that game started. So, Amazing, talk to me a little bit about the factors of why we saw 15 minutes go by without a kill.
Okay, early game, they have Synder in mid, they have Lee Sin in the jungle. So we just want to scale versus that. We don't really want to force early plays, want to fight them early, because that's the only way we can lose that game. If Lee Sin or Synder gets rolling, it's basically like one-shotting AD carries or something like that. So we didn't want really that to happen. So I tried to slow the game down, try to control the pace of the game, try to give our team comp time to actually rise and become stronger and stronger throughout the game. And therefore, the playmaking wasn't there in the early game and didn't need to be there.
So I have a follow-up then for you. How do you, as a jungler, like control the game and make sure no enemy jungle ganks can happen?
Okay, what we did early game was we saw the Mundo pick on top, so we kind of wanted to force the enemy jungle top. We tried to do that by forcing plays onto top in the early game, like in the first 3 to 4 levels maybe, just like pressuring the Mundo a bit, so Lee Sin would have to maybe short top because Mundo could have been Doven, but that didn't happen. I don't know if Lee Sin was top, we didn't really necessarily know, but that's like the play that we would do. And overall, just after that, you just try to defensively ward, try to get as much room for your team as possible, and basically exclude the enemy jungler from certain lanes and certain lane matchups that it can influence.
All right, well, then I want to jump forward to that 15-minute mark. Bjergsen, we're going to pull up the replay here. This is where you guys are in the bot lane. You end up acing them. So talk to me about the calls that were made to get to this point and why it exploded like this.
Yeah, we already had the initial bottom tower fight where we saw Helios and Synder on the other side of the map, so we decided to go for it. We just felt like we could continue pushing, and this crazy fight just happens. Helios gets a great kick on me. I don't have my flash up, and he kicks me into the enemy team, which is really the only reason why this fight was any close. And if Darius didn't hit that Q, it would have been a bit cleaner, but everyone made slight mechanical misplays, and I don't know, it's just a good fight overall. That's pretty much happened because we were trying to force when we felt like our comp was even or at least as strong as theirs.
Amazing. How close is that battle for you?
Jeez, man, that was too close.
I was gonna say you must have been, holding your breath there.
Right after he said, "This is so awesome."
That was pretty up.
I like your German accent for that one too. That was good. That was your good, amazing impression. Okay, so you guys pretty much took that game business as usual. You guys are now, if you didn't know, 11-0 versus the bottom 3 teams here. You guys are 3-9 against the top 6, though. Does that concern you guys heading into playoffs where you're going to face the top 6 teams?
For me personally, not as much. I think that a team like EG, I wouldn't consider a bottom tier team. They're very, very good. We've been scrimming against them a lot, and they do seem really strong, and we were definitely scared, and we were preparing a lot for them this week because they are a really good team. I don't consider them any worse than any other top teams. So it's mainly just Dig and LMQ that we haven't been able to win against. The other top teams, CLG and C9, we are able to beat, so we just need to figure out what it is about Dig and LMQ, and I think we'll be strong around playoffs.
So is then the first round bye really important for you guys to make sure you don't hit one of those guys too early in the playoffs?
Yeah, it's obviously really important to get the first round bye, and that's what pretty much everyone is working so hard for these last 2 weeks, and that's what we're going to try to achieve.
You play CLG tomorrow, Amazing, and this is just going off the point of that first round bye because they're one of the teams that is vying for that position. Bjergsen mentioned you guys have beat them, but what are the keys now to beating them in this final match of the season?
I think last time we kind of threw the game, we had a similar game afterwards versus C9 where we did the exact same stuff, and didn't really throw that game. So we just have to go through our motions, go with the flow, and basically do what we practiced in the last few weeks, and we'll beat them. That's what it is. Just be confident about it, and that's about it.
Okay, well, you guys speak about coming in with confidence and kind of continuing your good record against CLG. You guys have changed up your roster, though, with 6 games to go in the regular season. Lustboy comes in. Tell me how meshing with this new player is going.
For me personally, it's going really well. Lust has had a lot of worries about his English and him coming from Korea and how we would take him, but he feels like everyone is super nice and super kind to him, and we feel like he's just a great player. Playing with him is a joy, and that's not taking away anything from Glebe. It's just saying that Lust is an amazing player, and I'm happy to play with him.
Amazing. Actually, a quick follow-up for you. How is actually his English? How is his in-game coordination with you guys?
It's he can say the basic words. He can explain what he wants to do, and that's the only thing necessary. If you know what he wants to do, you can make plays off of that. And he kind of has this certain game sense to him that you can feel as another player too. Like if you're playing on that team, you know what he wants to do without even communicating. And then if he communicates on top of it, it's a bonus.
All right, well, it'll be fun to watch him continue to mesh with you guys and see how you progress during this playoff race. I want to thank you for your time on the desk, congratulate you on the win, and wish you best of luck tomorrow. Now, we've got to go stealth for 3.5. After the break, Cloud9 will face off against Team Dignitas in our third match of the day. Keep it right here because you won't want to miss